on mute. Yeah. Fine. So how are you guys? So welcome to Durga sir. So today is our first class. So let us not make it more complicated. I would just introduce myself, and meanwhile I would ask you everyone because to introduce yourself, and then you start explaining about you. What is the reason you want to join this batch, and what is the thing that you want to learn with Selenium with Python? Okay. So let me just introduce myself. So I am Nikhil. I possess around 12 years, near to 12 years of experience in IT. I've been working, I did work for a couple of companies. I worked for different companies, more of MNCs. Right now I'm working for a product-based company, a bigger product-based company. So I did work on multiple roles. I worked as a test engineer, senior test engineer. I worked as senior QA architect, and now I also handle the team lead as well. I handle the position as architect in developing the framework. So this is a very short about myself. I have been part of Microsoft from almost been near to cross 1 year plus. Yeah, so I just want to understand the same thing about you. So the reason you want to learn this Selenium with Python, and because I am such a person, I want to understand each and every one requirement and then process according to your requirement. Got it right? So because we are within a clear target of reaching our maybe a job, maybe a transitioning. So I'll explain you very clearly. So we will focus in such way. Okay. So everyday targets will be provided. So I'm saying you the first day. So we will parallelly work together and reach the target, and finally we'll get a success out of it. So let me just ask each and everyone about your introduction, and just want to say, so you can just give a very basic introduction and just say why you want to join this course, the reason. Okay. Yeah. I know your fresher experience or whatever it is. Yeah. Please start with the people. Yeah. Please don't hesitate to say anything. Anyone can speak because this is after all a class which really understands.
Okay, myself Sanjay Singh Rajput. I'm at the time I'm a junior test engineer. My designation is junior test engineer. I have a total 2 years of experience in manual testing, and I upgrade myself. So this season I join this course. So
Nice. Yes. Yeah. Who's the next guy? Next person. Yeah. Who is the next person who's going to speak about them? What about Asha, Rak, Satyajit, Asha Kataria, Tapas, Priyanka? So you can speak, guys. There is nothing. If you don't want to speak, you can message me. Okay, you can message in the chat so that I would understand. Okay.
Hi, sir. This is Priyanka.
Yes.
I have in total of 3.5 years of experience, and
Yes.
presently I am working as MuleSoft developer.
Great.
I want to learn about Selenium, and I want to learn this automation testing so that I can switch the company.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. So what about the other one? Yeah, nice. Welcome, Priyanka.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible. Who is this? Who is this?
Yeah, hello. Yeah,
Yes.
I am Satya Samantra, and I have 2.2 year experience in software testing, and also I have worked in a Selenium automation, and actually in the recent market actually Python and along with Python Selenium vast opportunity. So that's why I'm just choosing for this course. Thank you.
Great.
Hello.
Yes, Tapas.
Yes, namaste, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir. Basically, I'm a mechanical background, So
Yeah.
I'm sir 16 pass out, I spent time in Bangalore, stay in Bangalore. So first I directly joined in Java, but Java is totally typical for me, So sir, I know that ki now Python and Selenium is मतलब बहुत accurate now.
Yes,
You
yes.
understand, sir? My English is typical, मतलब not accurate, sir. Please adjust.
Yeah.
So,
No.
sir, comparison Java and Python and now Selenium and Python, So
Yes.
how the market is going on?
Yes. I'll explain you all the doubts. Okay. Today,
Okay.
let's make it only an interaction session, not to be a very tougher part. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So, anyone else need to be
Uh,
there? Because,
yeah. Hi, Nick.
yes,
Asha here. Asha Rao.
yeah. Yes.
So I have total 7+ experience in automation with Selenium, with Java, with database testing, functional testing, manual testing, like this. So I just want to upgrade my technology. Like Python is now upcoming new technology.
Yes.
So we have to upgrade ourselves. So I'm interested to learn Python. So
Great.
yeah, that's it.
Great. Yeah, sure. I'll try to explain you. I mean, it's a great thing that you have experience. Yes. Welcome.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, this is Asha. I have total 6 years of experience in including
Are
automation
you
manual
sisters? Are you sisters?
and
Or are you both sisters?
no.
Okay.
So I wanted to just upgrade myself from Java to Python.
Great. So I think everyone is done. So let us make it very clear. So now what are we discussing is we are going to take up a course called Selenium with Python. Okay. So let me just open a notepad and explain you what are the prerequisites that we have and how we are going to just try to help this prerequisites. Okay. I don't want to make it at least a simple technical session. This is purely a non-technical session. By the end of this session, you will understand why you want to learn this course. From tomorrow, I will be explaining you complete technicalities of what we are going to discuss. Okay. So what are the prerequisites to learn this course is nothing actually. Okay. What are the prerequisites? There are no prerequisites. Anyone who has intention to learn coding, intention to learn Python, intention to learn testing can able to run. So there is no prerequisite of learning this Selenium with Python. The reason I am saying because Selenium, let me just give you a very simple thing. Selenium is one of the popular testing tool which is existing in the market, and every company needs testing. Every company in the world needs testing. Okay, they can go with multiple different tools. They can go with Selenium, they can go with UFT, they can go with different tools that are existing. But Selenium is being used in every company. Around 90% of all the companies use Selenium. So you don't need to worry about the job. Got it right? So you don't need to worry about the job. So wherever you are there, 90% of the companies in the world are using Selenium as a tool for their automation. So that is the first thing. And second thing, testing is there everywhere. So you don't need to worry about testing. What Selenium is something that is related to different case. Testing is there. We are learning testing. We are learning what? We are learning testing. So every company in the world has to go with a phase called SDLC. Have you heard about SDLC? Software Development Lifecycle. So in the software development lifecycle, every company has to go through certain phases. So they have to get the requirement from the clients, analyze the requirements, make a design, code them, then what they do, they try to test them. Okay, then after that they will deploy it. So what I'm trying to say, everyone has to go through a phase called software development life cycle, which is consist of 5 phases. Okay, in a very requirement gathering. Then after that requirement gathering, what you do, requirement gathering. You gather the requirements. So I don't want to discuss it in a very overview, but I'll explain you very clearly this. Analysis. Then you will have a coding design phase. Every company in the world has to go with this process. No matter it's a software or other way, even it is a hardware product development, they has to go through this process. But it is specifically for software development because software process will go in this phase every time. Okay, SDLC, software development lifecycle, requirement gathering, analysis, design, code, and then test, and then deployment, or you can say deployment into real time. Okay, production usage. It's all production. So every company should have a something called testing. So testing is there. Until testing is there, test engineers is safe. Okay, we are all test engineers because whoever is taking this course are being considered as a test engineers. So there are multiple roles. You can join a company as a software test engineer. You can join a company as a QA, quality analyst. You can join a company as a quality system analyst. Okay, quality system analyst. You can join a company as a SDET, software developer and engineering test. You can join a company as a manual QA engineer. Okay, you can join a company as a automation test engineer. Whatever we are going to learn from this, you can join a company as this many roles. Okay, you can join a company as a software tester. So you have multiple roles. You have test engineer, which is software test engineer. You can go as a quality analyst. You can go as a quality system analyst. You can go as a software developer and engineering test, manual test engineer. Okay, automation test engineer and software test. So these are all the roles for whoever is taking up the course. Okay, not our course. I'm just saying, if you are into a test engineer, you are eligible to take up all these opportunities. So first thing you need to understand that every company should have testing, because without testing, no company is there in the world which can release their product into real time. So every company should have at least one of these roles, so you are safe. That means your role is safe. Second thing, there is no prerequisite of learning our course. I mean to say my course. My course is what? Selenium with Python. What is Selenium with Python? We are going to see an automation of web application. What we are going to see? We are going to automate a web application. What is a web application? So you need to understand it in a very simple way. So there are totally, in a very simple way to explain you, two types or three types of applications existing in the market. One is web applications, pure web applications. Other are hybrid applications, and other is standalone or desktop application. Okay, standalone or desktop applications. So they are called as desktop as well. So there are totally three kind of applications which are existing in the market. Okay, so web application means, I'll give you a simple example. If you want to book a ticket in if you want to book a ticket in railways, okay, what you do, you try to go to a website called IRCTC, and then you fill your details, and then you click on submit. Whenever you click on submit, the data will be reached to the server, and they store your information in the database, and your ticket is booked. So that is what you're doing. You're not doing in your system. Are you doing in your system? If you don't have internet, can you do this? Can you book a ticket? You cannot book a ticket until you have a internet. So any application that is relayed on the internet or relayed on the website, or it consists of a website which is basically relaying on the internet, is called as a web application because it is launched in the web. Okay, so all these are called web applications. And there is something called standalone application. I'll give you a simple example. You want to see a video, you want to see a movie, so you will download a video player. Have you heard about something called VLC media player, right? I think people have heard about VLC media player, right? VLC media player is application you cannot launch in website. What you need to do, you have to go to the website, click on it, download it, and once you download it, you can open a movie using the VLC media player. So such kind of applications are called as desktop applications. What are those called? Desktop applications. So web applications are application which require web page, or which consists of internet. Standalone application doesn't require internet. So if you want to see a movie in VLC, you don't need internet. You need to have that application downloaded in your system. So this is a desktop application. Desktop means it doesn't require any internet. It can be downloaded in your system and you can open that application. So such applications are called standalone applications. And hybrid applications. There are certain applications which will be helping you to open both in the, you can open both in the web and you can able to download. I'll give you a simple example. Hybrid application example. See, Facebook is there, right? Facebook is there, right? So you have both application. You have a Facebook desktop application. I mean, you have a Facebook application, and you also have Facebook. What do you say? Web. You can able to open Facebook in web, and also you can open Facebook in the desktop. I mean to say, you can install a separate Facebook application in your local, and you can open it. Got it, right? So such kind of things is called hybrid. Hybrid means which works both as a separate application as well as a web application. Okay. See, you understood, right? So here standalone means which can be downloadable application. A web application means which can be launched in the web. Hybrid means both application can be launched as well as it can be. So Facebook can be done both. Facebook you can able to open in directly Google, you can open, and also you can download a separate Facebook application also. So that is called hybrid. So which are applications? So whatever we are going to see is called Selenium. Selenium is actually a group of testing tools which is going to automate only web applications. We are not going to see all these things because these two things are not in our scope. Okay, not in our scope. And almost if you see if there are 100 companies in the world, okay, in the existence, around 95 companies are only having web applications. Got it, right? So you don't need to worry about your Selenium because Selenium has a huger scope compared to these two applications. So we are only going to see web applications. Anything that is launched in the web, we are going to automate. What we are going to do? We are going to test. We are going to automate and test the applications which are going to launch in the UI. Okay, in the UI, in the web. So Selenium is such. Okay. What is with Python? What is a course with Python? We are going to write a Python programming to implement the Selenium concepts in the website. Okay, to automate the website. Understood, right? What we are going to do? I will explain you everything about Selenium later. Please don't think of it. It is purely a non-technical class we are going to see. I will explain you in a very clear what is architecture of Selenium, how it works, what is backend, front end, and everything I'll explain later. But now as part of it, you just understand what does we are going to see. We are going to see Selenium automation. That means we are going to see web application automation using Selenium with programming language and coding language called Python. What we are going to see, Python is the programming language. So I said there is no prerequisite for our course because I am going to teach you Python from the basics. You don't need to worry. People who has experience, who has knowledge in Python, it's well and good. Even though if you don't have any knowledge in Python, you can learn it from the scratch. I'm going to teach the basics of Python, which is a part of this course along with Selenium. Understood, right? Which is an advanced, which is an additional to the Selenium. So there is no prerequisite. You don't even need to know anything before starting this course because I will be teaching you Python also. If you know Python, it's well and good. If you don't know also, you will be able to learn it. If you know, you can revise the things whatever I'm saying. Third thing, why we need to learn this course? The question is why. The question is why should we learn? I will say you there are only certain roles in the companies where you can do jobs. If you want to go to a business, if you want to be a business person, there are certain roles like business analyst, Scrum Master. If you are working for a company called Scrum Master, there is a role called Scrum Master. Project manager, okay, project manager and delivery manager. There are certain roles. Product owner. Okay, all these are non-technical roles. Suppose if you want to work in any non-technical company, I mean non-technical roles, if you are good in business, if you are good in business, okay, you can choose any of these roles. For this, what you need to do? You need to do either MBA or you need to do any certifications. You need to do a Scrum Master certification, you need to do a project management program, along with your technical skills. Then you can be you can do a business analyst. For MBA you have to do for doing the business analytics like this stuff. So if you come to the technical roles, you have multiple roles. You can be a technical, if you want to be a technical person, you have multiple roles. The roles such as you can be a developer, So you can be a developer. Developer means there are multiple ways. You can be a full stack developer, or you can be a front end developer, or you can be a back end developer. Okay, you can take care full stack. What is full stack? The person who is doing complete, he is taking care about database, he is taking care about front end, he is taking care about back end. So there is a front end developer or a DB engineer who is taking care about only DB, because in order to develop any application you need front end. Front end means like UI. You need to have back end, you need to write logics, right? For that you need to have back end. You need to have DB because you need to store some data. Okay, you can be a developer, you can be a DB engineer, you can be a test engineer, or you can test engineer. Okay, you can be a test engineer, or you can be a DevOps engineer, or you can be a, what do you mean to say, deployment engineer. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is you can be any of these roles. You can be any of these roles. You can be of any of these roles. So why you want to become a test engineer? You cannot directly become a test engineer. So there is no scope of you becoming a developer now, because if you want to become a developer, you need to learn a lot of things. You cannot become a DB engineer because you are not aware of any DB. You are not aware of DevOps and cloud, so you cannot be a DevOps engineer. So you can be a test engineer very simple. Compared to all these roles, test engineer is the simplest role. Why I am saying, I'll tell you. The reason test engineer is the simplest role, I'll tell you. Okay, why test engineer is simplest role? Test engineer doesn't, you don't need to. It is a saturated content. What I mean to say, saturated content. If you want to be a developer, you need to learn a lot of things. You need to learn out of box. Out of box means you don't know in interviews what kind of questions they'll ask you, what kind of process you need to do, because every project you have different things. Okay, if you are a DevOps engineer, every company you are the single resource, you have to do everything. If you are a test engineer, the content is saturated. That means if you learn to certain extent, if you are 2 years experience, 4 or 6 or 8 or 10 or 15, you can do everything. So the content is saturated. What I mean to say here is there is a limitation of learning testing. If you learn to that level, you can be a hero. You can be a master in that. That's why testing is a simpler course, or simpler compared to everything. Why testing is simpler? There is a saturation to testing. There is saturation to testing compared to other things. So I mean to say testing is more simpler, more easy compared to other things. Then I will tell you why we want to learn Selenium with Python. Selenium with Python is the simplest course. See, if you want to get a job, if you are experienced, if you're experienced well and good, if you are a fresher, you want to get a job. Learning Python, you will not secure your job. Learning Python will not secure your job. What will secure your job? You should have some real-time experience. Okay. So within a short time, if you want to get some real-time experience, you can only get it through testing. Okay? That's what we are going to see. We are going to see how to get a real-time experience, how to get a real-time experience using testing. I'm going to explain you the syllabus. Then you will understand exactly what we are going to see. Okay. The syllabus, whatever we designed, is extremely advanced compared to everyone's in the market. You can please compare it anyone in the market. Got it, right? I'm going to show you the syllabus of what we are going to see for next 40 to 2 months, which is more advanced compared to anyone in the market. You can please compare it to anyone, because we are going to see each and every part of Selenium testing with Python in our course. Okay, lot of advanced things I'm going to explain. Let me just go to the syllabus very quickly. Okay, so I'm going to explain you the syllabus now, what we are going to see. You can find the syllabus, guys. You can please find the syllabus. You can find the syllabus in the Durga Soft website. You can please go to the Durgasoft website and you can find the syllabus. I'm going to teach first 5 days Python basics. So this will help both people who has experience in Python and who are fresher to Python, who doesn't have any experience in Python. They can also learn Python basics. Okay, so that's why I said you don't need to have any prerequisites of learning this course. Okay, you don't need to have any prerequisites of learning this course. So we are going to see what we are going to see, Python basics. So Python basics, we are going to see how to install Python, data types, conditional statement, loops, functions, object-oriented programming, file handling, exception handling. So we are going to see all these topics for the first 5 days of our syllabus. If you are already experienced in Python, it will be added advantage to you. If you don't know anything about Python, you can learn the course from the scratch, from ABCDs. So you don't need to even learn Python separately again. For our Selenium, again I'm saying, if you want to be expert in Python, you take up a course separately. But for our Selenium, you don't need to learn anything except what I'm teaching. Okay, so this is what we are going to see for first 5 days. Yeah.
Sir,
Any
how
doubts?
much
Any
take
doubts you
time?
can ask me.
How much take time learn to
I'll explain.
Python?
See, I'm going to teach for first 5 to 1 week Python. So this is enough for you to learn Python. Okay, because in Selenium we don't use much logics in Python. Okay, we don't use much larger logics in Python. Okay, but if you want to learn Python separately, you can take up any course. So if you think that you don't know anything on Python, because this is an additional program I'm teaching, this is extra syllabus I'm going to add with Selenium, because the prerequisite of learning Selenium is Python. If you don't know Python, how can you write Selenium code with Python? So that's why what I'm trying to do, I'm going to add a syllabus called Python, which is extra course on our syllabus, which is not our syllabus, but I'm adding an extra course for our Python. I hope you understood, right? So we are going to teach for first 7 days, 1 week or 5 days. I mean, clearly 7 days we will teach Python. Every topic I mentioned here we'll discuss. Clear, right?
Okay, sir.
Then we are going to see Selenium concepts. So as I said you, Selenium is generally a testing tool which is going to automate your application, right? So we are going to see how to automate a complete web application. So you know what is a web application, right? I'll show you simple example. Suppose I want to automate a web application. So this is a web application. Suppose Durgasoft website. This is some web application. This is a web application. I want to automate it. So how do you generally do manual testing here? Normally, how do you fill this form manually? Come here, you will fill your name here. You'll give your phone number, some random phone number you will give. Okay, you will pass your email ID. Okay, you will select a student or employee, then come down. Okay, you will select the course, whatever the course you want. You will send the date, joining date, preferred timings, additional details, and click on submit. Once you do that, what happens? Once you do that, you will get a this form will submit to the your Durgasoft database, and they will identify your data. They'll call you separately. This is what the thing that happens. So if you are working in any company, you will have your own application, right? It can be a complex application. Understood, right? It can be a complex application. You are working in a company and your company has some web application, right? Yes or no? So I said you right, almost 95% or 95+% of companies are using web application. So if you are working in any company, every company has some web application. So we are going to see how to automate any application, not one application. I'll give you some references of application, how to automate the text box, how to click on this link, how to automate the radio buttons, how to automate the check boxes, how to automate every component of your UI. Okay, that is called. So we are going to see how to automate each and every component, no matter whatever the application it is, your web application, your company, my company, any company's web application. We are going to see how to automate any web application, because in web application there are certain components. See, if you see any web application, you will find a text box, you will find a radio button. Okay, you will find a check box, you will find a drop down, you will find a link. You will not find anything except this, right? So any web application, you will find either these things, whatever I am teaching. So we are going to see all these things as part of our Selenium concept. Okay. We are going to see how to automate, how to install Selenium, how to install PyCharm. PyCharm is one we are going to see. Within PyCharm, we are going to automate everything. We are going to see the complete Selenium. How to run with, how to use locators, how to capture the backend data, how to work with the pop-ups, how to handle the drop downs, how to handle the drag and drop, how to handle the alerts, how to handle the windows, cookies, mouse movements, everything that you do manually that we are going to automate. Understood, right? What is this all thing? These are called Selenium basic concepts. What are this? Selenium basic concepts. So first, what I said, our syllabus, what we are going to see. First, we are going to see Python basics for first 7 days. After 7 days, we will see randomly how to automate the complete web applications. Okay, how to automate web applications. We are going to see how to automate. See, any web application has some components. Okay, every web application has some components. So we are going to see all the components, how to automate checkboxes, radio button, text boxes, drag and drop downs, mouse actions, link text, everything we are going to see as part of websites. Okay, so that will be covered in this syllabus. What is the syllabus? The Selenium concepts will be covering everything as part of UI. So this will take minimum 10 days. How much days it will take? Minimum 10 days. So this will be first 5 days or 7 days, then 10 days. So then after we are going to see frameworks. So here is the challenge. Okay, people who are experienced, you have 10 or 12 or 15 years, no issues, because see the syllabus what we have and compare the syllabus with anyone in the market. You will not find this, because we have a very standard syllabus prepared and been structured from, we have been seeing it from last 1+ years. Okay, so we are going to see some frameworks of Python. What is a framework here? Till now we know how to automate this section, but this section we are going to organize our test cases. People who are working in Java, you know, right, there are frameworks like data driven framework, hybrid framework, okay, unit test framework, page object model. So that is a design pattern. We are going to see how to organize our coding. So this will be as part of your companies. So when you are working in any company, they'll ask you which framework you worked. Okay, what is the structure of your automation code, how you are organizing your code, how you are running your test cases. So once we discuss all these frameworks, you can able to explain them. Boss, I have worked on this many frameworks, this many methods I worked on, this many frameworks. So we are going to see unit test framework, we're going to see page object model design pattern, we're going to see BDD framework, we're going to see data driven framework. You can compare it. We're going to see PyTest framework. So we are going to see all the existing frameworks in the Python. Okay, so there is nothing on out of it. We are going to see robot framework. We are not going to see as part of now. Later on, if there is time supports, I'll explain.
Hello, sir.
So
Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Sir, I want robot framework, sir. Nowadays in social marketing, robot framework is there now with Python.
Robot is also there. Robot we will see at the end of the class.
Yes.
At the end of the all section is completed, we will take care about robot framework at the last. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because here not mentioned, no, just why I can.
Yeah. No, it will be discussed. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
So we are
Okay.
going to see unit test framework. Unit test framework is like, if you know Java, JUnit, right? You know JUnit, right? Similar to JUnit, Python has unit test framework. If you know page object model, we are going to see page object model. If you know data driven framework, BDD framework, all these are actually frameworks which are existing. What is a framework, boss? Framework means, please go on. Yeah. So we are going to see all the frameworks which are part of Python. Okay, frameworks means these are all helping us to write our code and organize our code accordingly, so that we can able to structure our automation. Okay, so these are all frameworks which are going to help us. So we are going to see in Python there is something called unit test framework, which is equivalent to JUnit in Java. We are going to see PyTest framework, which is equivalent to TestNG in Java. If you know Java, TestNG we are going to see. So we are going to see unit test framework, PyTest framework. We are going to see BDD framework, Cucumber framework, data driven framework, and page object model design pattern we are going to see. Understood, right? So everything that is existing in Python we are going to see as part of frameworks. So Got it right? So after that, what we will be, so once you come to this situation, that means once you complete this level, you can right away go and apply for the jobs. Okay. So till here, once you complete, you can right away go and apply for the jobs. You don't need to worry. I'll explain, I'll tell you what to do also. Then what we do, then what I do, I will explain you the entire architecture of the Selenium. So till now we completed the frameworks, we have seen the automation, we have seen the Selenium components, we have seen Python. So till now we have completed. So now we have learned all the topics. So I need to connect all the topics and create a framework, right? I need to see if you go and go a company, in a company they'll ask you which framework you work. Explain your automation framework, explain your structure of your automation code. So there we are going to see the complete automation project. We are going to see end-to-end real-time project. I mean, I'm not going to give the application, but I'll give you the project structure, how to create our folders, how to create our packages, how to organize your test scripts, how to write your utility files, we are going to see the framework from the scratch. Okay, from the scratch, we are going to see how to, we are going to see a complete end-to-end automation framework. So once you complete this framework, you will be able to crack any interview. Okay, don't worry, you will be able to crack any kind of interview, because we will be seeing how exactly the companies are maintaining the process, how they are designing the structure of the frameworks, how they are making their scripts to run, how they are organizing the code, how they are storing their utility files, logs, screenshots, reports, everything we will see as part of our automation project. And also we will see end-to-end of Git and Jenkins. Okay, don't worry, I'll show you how to create a Git repository, how to integrate with the Jenkins and build the pipelines. Everything we are going to see as part of automation. So this is an extra topic I'm teaching. What we are teaching, our syllabus is only till here, only frameworks and Selenium. But what are the extra topics we are discussing? We are going to discuss complete Python, basics of Python we are going to discuss, which is an extra topic to our syllabus. And on top of it, we are going to see end-to-end framework and Jenkins and Git. These are also extra topic we are going to see as part of our syllabus. And the story is not done completed. Wait, I'm going to tell you more and more. Along with that, I'm going to give you a real-time project folder where you can able to clone it and you can able to work with that project. Okay, if you want to keep it an experience, you can keep it. Okay, got it right? That's up to you. Then I'm going to teach you API testing, complete API testing, which is an extra syllabus again. So we are adding so many extra syllabus, because if you want to go to any interview, my intention is not, got it right? My intention is you grid concepts of, yeah, grid concept means what? What do you mean by grid? You want web table or validations, grid validations? So if the data is displayed in the grid, validating the data in the UI, is it that you are mentioning, Asha? So that is what then? Grid, what do you mean? Web table? Asking web table? Are you speaking about web table, Asha?
No, actually, like we can run our test cases with the either in Linux environment or other Linux.
Selenium grid we are not discussing, because we are using Jenkins, right? So in the Jenkins pipeline only we can build it. Selenium grid we are not going to discuss, because Selenium grid is not used in any companies. Almost you see like only hardly like 5-6 companies use it. I don't find the Selenium grid using companies. Yeah. So no one is even asking in the market as well. Okay. So I'm going to give you an extra syllabus of API testing, because if you go for interview, they'll ask you what you know. Tell me, I know UI testing, I know API testing, I know DB testing. So I'm going to teach you complete manual API testing with Postman tool, like validation of JSON, validation of REST API, conversion of JSON to a dictionary, vice versa, and also automation using API testing with Python. This is actually a separate course, right? API testing is a separate course. But yes, what I did, I have included this as part of our course. I think you are extremely fine with the course, because see what I'm trying to say, I want to cover each and every part of testing. So this, you cannot find the syllabus anywhere in the market. You can please cross verify anywhere. I'm going to give you complete manual and automation testing using API with Python as well as Postman tool. which helps you to add your good experience and lot of skill set of your is added here. Got it right? So we are going to see a real-time project. We are going to see Git Jenkins. We are going to see all Selenium, all frameworks, Python, API testing, and I'll also discuss Agile. I'm going to discuss complete Jira tool, how to create story cards if you're working in any company. So how to create a story card, how to analyze the story card, how to write manual test cases, complete manual testing, not complete manual testing, a part of manual testing will be discussed. So how exactly, if you go to a company, so what kind of questions they'll ask you, what you need to answer, okay, how your testing will be there in real time, how to analyze the story cards, or how to write the manual test cases, how to create a defect in a Jira, how to assign to the developer, how to send the test report to the stakeholders, everything, every testing process that you do manually as part of Agile, I'm going to discuss as part of Agile along with the manual testing. I hope you understood, right, everyone? Because I think these are all extra syllabus, guys. Everything is extra syllabus. So please don't confuse Selenium with Python means only that. I'm going to add all these are extra syllabus. Are you clear what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Everyone
and
understood,
for
right?
API testing, yeah, Nikhil,
Don't worry.
sir.
Yes, yes.
For API testing, how many days you are
No, it won't take much. It
utilizing?
won't take much. It won't take much. I will tell you. I will tell you. It will be completed totally in 40 days, 40 working days. Okay. If it is not completing, we will take extra days. There is no constancy. There is no limitation of days. I hope you understood, right?
No, no, no.
See, our target is to
I'm not
complete the
asking
syllabus.
about,
Yeah, this
yeah,
will not
for
take much
API
time.
testing only.
API testing may take hardly 5 days, both manual and automation.
Okay, only 1 week
Because,
you are taking.
yeah, only 1 week complete. Because we will see everything that is existing, because in Python API testing is a limited scope.
మరి automation also known, sir.
Yes, don't worry,
Let's
guys.
use
Automation also we are seeing.
automation.
Yes, don't worry. Both manual and automation. Manual with
Sorry.
Postman, automation with Python.
Okay.
Got it right? And along with that, I'll share you direct 100 contacts of HRs, direct HR contacts. Okay, this is my personal things. Okay, these are all my personal things. Don't not for other people. 100 HR contacts I'll share you directly. They'll have 100% requirement of testing along with Python and Java and manual testing every time. You can directly contact them because they are on direct HRs. You can contact them and they will give you, out of 100, at least 30-40 people will have immediate requirements. You can directly schedule an interview and then you can get it done. Otherwise, I'll be sharing you immediate requirements if someone is there. I'll take your number, forward your number to them. So we will create a WhatsApp group. How the process will go here is, we'll create a WhatsApp group. Yes.
Sir, during the training period, only one project can show the example or another project also.
I'm going to give you one project. See, again, I'm saying you can keep a maximum of 2.5 years experience in Python with Selenium. Okay, don't keep 5 years or 6 years into Selenium. Other experience, whatever you want to keep, you can keep. That's not my job. Okay, but 2.5 years to maximum you can keep with Selenium with Python. Are you clear, everyone? Because you will get a direct job after this course is completed. If you keep till 2.5 years, it's fine. Other experience, if you want manual experience or some other experience you have, you can keep. But Selenium with Python, you can only claim to maximum 2.5 years experience, because the content, whatever we, that's why one project is more than enough. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So other things you can keep whatever you want, your company project or whatever. I don't I'm concerned about it. Clear, right, everyone?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Please do.
Yeah, you said that we can keep 2.5 years of experience while completing your course, right?
Max.
So you said that you will be sharing 100 HR contacts. So do the HR knows that we don't have 2.5 years of experience and it's just
No,
that we learn?
they don't. And I'll talk with them. They have trained from me, so they will consider your experience.
Okay.
I will
And
tell
other
you
thing
what to say there. I'll tell you what to say there. You don't say that I'm a fresher. I completed training. You can say that.
Oh.
I've been working and Nikhil knows me well. Yeah. Need to say this.
Okay. And other thing is that the class is 8 p.m. IST only. Is that fixed, or else do we have any morning sessions for this class?
Yeah, morning also we had a class, so it is from 8 to 9, morning 8 to 9. Okay.
Okay. So
You
this
can
class will
join.
be completely in evening only, 8 to 9
Yes,
itself.
yes, yes. We have morning 8 to 9 and evening 8 to 9. So that is already near to complete. So I mean, it will take some time, yes. So this is what
Oh,
immediate class we are going to start.
okay. Thank you, Nikhil.
Yeah. So you are based out of which country?
I'm Hyderabad only.
Okay. Okay. I thought you are from some other country. Yeah. So anyone from I mean US or UK or any other place, not in Hyderabad or not in India? No, right? So are you comfortable everyone timing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yes.
So guys, I
8 to
hope you
9.
understand. Yes, yes. See, it is
Yeah.
not exactly 8 to 9. This is all the preference of we give, but it may extend like 5-10 minutes or maybe more, okay, or it may be reduced, maybe 8:50 or 8:45. So that depends on the situation. So we will generally say, like just that is just like a norm that we keep. We'll keep 40 working days to complete the course, but it may increase or it may decrease. Our target is to complete the syllabus. Okay.
Yeah, actually, Nikhil sir,
Yes.
I have daily call with my team
Yeah.
at 9 p.m. So,
Okay. So we will complete around we will try to complete around 8:55.
no, 9 o'clock, that is okay. But if it is extend, then I will miss the whatever course
No, no,
content.
no, no. We will try to see. We'll try to see. We'll start it early and complete it. No,
Okay.
that won't be a problem. See, 1 2 days. That won't be every day, right?
Yeah, okay.
That is not a considerable thing. See, we have 10 people, and I hope everyone are clear with the syllabus. We are going to see everything, guys. Again, I'm going to say what we are seeing is we're going to see from the scratch, from the basics, Python basics. So if you are a person who doesn't have experience in testing, you're a fresher, you're experienced, you want to switch jobs, you want to switch a technology, you want to transition into Python, you want to move a different technology, no matter whatever the prerequisite or whatever the requirement you have, you can learn everything from the scratch because we are going to teach Python. See, generally if you want to join anything, first you learn Python, then on top of it you learn testing. So here itself we are going to teach that. So you don't need to worry if you are a fresher with no knowledge or experience or into Java or any other technologies or transition into Python, or you are experienced in manual testing moving into Python into coding. So whatever the experience or expertise you have, or whatever the field you are working for, you're a non-technical guy, we're going to teach from basics. So you don't need to from the scratch. So you don't need to worry about anything because you can right away take up this opportunity. You have a gap, whatever it is, you can fill a gap up to 2.5 years experience. Okay, to the maximum if you can say. It depends. Okay, so we are going to see
Nikhil,
Python. Yeah.
will we be recording the sessions as if we
Yes,
miss anything?
every day recording will be provided by the Durga sub team to you, and class notes will be provided by me. There will be a drive which will be shared, and within the drive, class notes and recording will be provided. So you need to go through the drive and capture that. And along with that, we will have separate WhatsApp group. So any personal doubts, I mean to say any doubts on personal basis. Suppose you are writing a code and you got error, so you can post in the group and everyone can answer it. So you can parallelly practice every day. Understood, right? So we are going to give that lenience only for my course. I don't know if you know this. So we are going to create a separate group and we will try in contact with everyone so that we are in line with the course, we are in line with the syllabus, whatever we are discussing today. So that should be practiced every day on your system. Understood, right? And if you get any doubts, you can post in the group. Anyone can answer if they know, otherwise I'll answer. Clear, right? So this is the procedure we try to follow from years. Understood, right? So we are going to teach Python. We are going to teach complete Selenium. So you got it right. We're going to teach complete Selenium end-to-end approach. All the frameworks we are going to discuss. Complete end-to-end project we are going to discuss. Git and Jenkins we are going to discuss. API testing, both manual and automation we are going to discuss. Agile, Jira we are going to discuss. Manual testing we are going to discuss. Whatever extra I am saying, you don't expect extra to be a very advanced level. Extra is enough for you for 2.5 years experience. Understood, right? I hope you understood, right? Whatever I said extra doesn't mean everything. Whatever
Yeah.
is enough for 2.5 years experience. Whatever our
Nikhil.
syllabus is 100% pages. Yeah.
Nikhil sir.
Yes.
Tomorrow at what time?
Tomorrow at the
8
same
p.m.
time. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I have to left drop off this meeting.
Sure, please.
Having another. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, excuse me, sir. Hello, excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, morning batch is available.
Morning 8 to 9.
Because I have night. Morning 8 to 9 is good for me because during night time I have client with American. I have late some 9 to 10 o'clock maybe there.
I understood. But yeah, that batch is already ongoing batch. I don't think so you can join there. If you want to join that classes, and if you want to, other classes, if you want to.
No batch.
No, new batch is not now. New batch may be end of this month.
Okay.
Otherwise,
For
you can
next
do one
month.
thing. For a few days, you can continue with this batch. After that, you can join the new batch in the morning. So morning also, every day 2 batches. You can either join evening or morning. So morning means, I hope you understood, right? What I'm trying to say. Morning 8 to 9, otherwise evening 8 to 9. If you miss class in the morning 8 to 9, you can join evening 8 to 9. Or evening 8 to 9, if you miss, you can join morning 8 to 9.
Sir, you only teaching now morning and evening.
Yeah, yes, both we will.
Okay.
Okay, you will find this is a very standard syllabus. I hope you understood. People who are already working, who are freshers, who knows,
Yes, sir.
people already know it. Because you will not find someone who is teaching all these things as part of one course. Okay, Selenium means they will only teach basic Selenium. That's all. But here you're going to see Git, Jenkins, project, API testing, manual automation, all this stuff. Agile.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I have a basic knowledge of Java technology. So how much take to time learn Python?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say you. If you have basic knowledge in Python, I'm going to teach you.
No. I have basic knowledge of Java. So my query is how much take to time learn Python, and in Selenium, which one is best? Java with Selenium, otherwise is Python with Selenium.
Yeah, Java with Selenium is more and most tougher compared to Python. Python is the simplest programming and scripting language compared to Java. Okay, if you want to learn any course, first learn Python, because Python is a beginner language. It's called as a simple language. Understood, right? You can please compare Java and Python. So it is almost very tougher compared to Java. So there are two options. You can learn Python with Selenium or Java with Selenium. So both are having huge openings in the market. So
No. My query is which one is best? Java with Selenium, other with Python with Selenium.
Best I mean to say, let me be very realistic.
Because
I have 100%.
Because I have a basic knowledge of Java, and I have a I don't have knowledge of Python. This reason I say.
Yes.
So if I go with Python,
100%,
if I go with Python with
Selenium.
You completed. First you completed.
If you have 100% Selenium jobs, out of which 55 jobs are into Java and 45 jobs into Python. So this is the realistic matter, okay? But still 45 you are going to increase. Now I mean, obviously Selenium with Java is comparatively more huge because it is existing from many years. Now Python is taking up that position. So I said you right, out of 100 jobs, 55 jobs are there for Java, 45 jobs are there for Python. So if
almost
you want
jobs
to go
on
with
Java, Selenium only.
Sorry. So in 45 jobs is not a bad count, what I feel. 45 jobs is not a bad count, and there is less competition compared to that. Because in Selenium with Java, there are huge competition. So that's up to you to decide. See, toughness, Python is simpler, Java is tougher. Jobs, you already know what is the differences of jobs and what is our syllabus, what is the process, so that you please make up a decision. So what we do is, like, once you pay the fees, we will try to create a WhatsApp group, and in that WhatsApp group we try adding our candidates who are joining, and we will discuss anything. Suppose the class, what topic we are discussing tomorrow, what is that, and everything we'll discuss as part of that group. Okay, so all the notes, everything will be discussed. Yeah.
Sir, how much fees of this course?
You please contact this number. I think 6,000, I'm not sure. You can please contact this number, Durga Software team. You contact 720-721-24228. Everyone, please contact 720-721-2428.
And which timing?
See, now it is evening 8 to 9 only. If you want to join morning, so morning by next month, I think next month starting morning will start.
No. I say which timing I contact with this number.
Anytime you can contact. They are available. Maybe tomorrow morning you can contact.
Okay. Tomorrow morning I contact with this number. So first I take this number.
Morning batch.
Morning batch is ongoing batch. You cannot join now.
Sir, I am starting from new one. Maybe next month is on what time?
No, what I suggest you, please go with this batch initially. Then, if you don't want to come, because it's hardly it will take at least 1 week to start this batch again, because there are certain people to add again. So I mean to say, in the rider way, in the rider scope. So by the time that new batch will join. So what I mean to say is, like, you can continue the 10 days here. After that, you can join if you want to go with the morning batch. You can continue that batch.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, how much package can we expect for 3 years and 4 years experience people? Means IT experience overall.
If you have 4 years experience.
Yeah, and 3 years.
Experience.
Yeah.
For 4 years experience and 3 years experience, you can expect a package of. So that there is again a difference. That depends on if you have a good package. So you can expect more. But on an average scale, if you can ask me, you can expect around 7 to 10 lakhs in between. 6 to 10 lakhs.
Okay.
Okay. So that depends again. If you have good package already, then you can get around 40% on top of it. Okay. Or if you just have you have 4 or 5 lakhs package, you can expect around 8 lakhs package. So that depends. So just keep 40% of minimum in companies. Okay. So the maximum you can go with around 80% or 100% as well. So that depends on your talent and how you crack. That depends on the requirement as well. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, nice talking with you. I hope everyone is clear with the content and the process. I'll explain you every topic very clearly. You don't need to worry about anything. So because today we are not discussing anything technically, purely non-technical. Tomorrow at least we'll try to see any technical terms we can able to add over here. So, but it's very clear to that whatever we are having as a part of syllabus, we are going to see everything. Okay, this is more than enough for you to write, because I am going to include everything as a full package, which are contacts, automation, testing, Git, Jenkins, API testing, everything. Okay, so all this is a one package, complete package. So we'll start from the topic one from tomorrow. From not tomorrow, let's see, maybe tomorrow or this Monday. Saturday, Sunday is holiday, but sometimes Saturday, Sunday we can conduct our class. That will be discussed later.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in 2.5 years, how much we think the expected package?
2.5, you can expect around 6 lakhs. I mean, that
Sir,
depends again. 6 lakhs you can expect.
okay, matlab not sir. I'm asking only 2 years. If you show 2 years of experience, how the expected package normally?
2 years around that depends. 5 lakhs you can expect. 5 to 6 lakhs.
Okay.
Sir, sorry, I have business call, so I left this meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys, everyone. Okay. So nice to talk with you, and we will see tomorrow. If any doubts, you can please talk with this team regarding the whatever you want to talk with them. You can talk with this team. So this is the team. This is the contact for your Durga sub team. You can contact them, and you can try to, they will take care of all the recordings and everything. Every day recording will be shared by them, and everything will be taken care with this team. You can contact them, and you can get the doubts done. See, again I'm trying to say, I don't have any priorities here. What I mean to say is, like, I'm also like you. I'll also join the call. Okay. I don't have anything like I can take the recording, I can close the recording, or I can join the call, I can remove someone. I don't have any privileges. So even I have to talk with them only for anything that I want. Got it right? So I'm also like a candidate as a new, what do you say, like a participant in this meeting.
Yes.
So anything you want to discuss, you can only talk with them. Even me, I have any doubts, I have to talk with them. Any technical problem or anything, I have to talk with them. Understood, right? So please talk with them for anything. You can talk. So they're online with
Sir, sir, all these sessions are recorded, right? Can we get these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please talk with them. They will share you drive. So I think first 5 days they will directly keep in YouTube, but I'm not sure YouTube or they'll keep in drive, I guess. I'm not sure. So you please talk with them. Please call them tomorrow and ask, this is what happened. Tell me where I can get this record.
Okay.
Because they are responsible to share all these things.
Okay.
Fine, guys. Nice talking. I'm very happy, everyone. So we will be seeing tomorrow again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Nikhil.